And this would have been the pillbox, full of soldiers with their rifles, peering out over the foreshore there. There would have been no trees there, and they could see the whole beach. So if the Japanese tried to invade by sea, they were fortified up here on the hill. G'day fellow walkabouters, my name's Simon. I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. This channel's all about motorcycles, moto touring, moto camping, and pretty much everything I can possibly come up with that's motorcycle related. This would have had a big gun mounted on it that could shoot out over that beach. I mean, this would be a fantastic place to have a house, wouldn't it? Yeah, all locked. There you go. There's actually more of it that, if I could remember where it was. Shepherd's Hill radar site. The first operational RWWII radar was located on this site from 10th of January 1942 until 19th of April 1942. After that, the building was handed back to the Army for shore defence duties. It is unique in Australia for housing during 1942 all three services, Army, Navy and Air Force. At one time, a fortress observation post for the Army coordinated the guns at Fort Wallace and Fort Scratchley, and Fort Scratchley is way over there on the next hill. You can maybe just make out the flagpole there sticking up that bit of grass, and the buildings along the hill there. Not sure whether or not GoPro will be able to pick that up, but hey, we'll be there shortly. And Battery Park. So Fort Wallace, Fort Scratchley and Battery Park. Stockton Beach that I was talking about before with the wreck of the Cygna on it. And as you can see, it's a massive long beach that sticks right out into the ocean over there. It was also assisted in locating air and seaborne targets, and it was a port war signal station for the Navy monitoring shipping movements to identify a friendly or enemy. A directing station for the Army coordinated the coastal searchlights, which were used to illuminate seaborne targets. The Army also took over nearby houses as well as King Edward Park, closing it to the public. So that would have been all of these houses up here. And I've been told that there is actually a tunnel that runs through all of this and comes up in one of those houses over there. So the World War II fortifications are actually all over the coastline between Newcastle and Sydney, because they were really sure that the Japanese were going to try and invade Australia down the east coast. Of course, the Japanese bombed Darwin, and they shelled Newcastle and they shelled Sydney further south. In fact, they actually got mini subs right into Sydney Harbour. There's a lot of history in that, and it's surprising how many Australians do not know that the Japanese actually got so close. This here, behind this wall, used to be the mental asylum, as they called it then. I'm not sure what they call that now, but it had a lot of bad history with it. You know, people hanging themselves from trees in their yard and so on. So anyway, coming back down towards the beaches now and towards the waterfront. But unfortunately, they've made it all one way along there, so I won't be able to go in from this direction. Look at this lovely old building here with the, it looks like they're renovating it. And they got the blue covers over things. All these lovely old townhouses. There's some really gorgeous buildings in Newcastle CBD. Union Steamship Company. Wow. Newcastle's a very low-rise city, so they're not allowed to build anything over a certain height. I think it used to be 6 stories or something like that. Oh, it's no right turn here. Awesome. Then just across the junction here, there's beautiful old buildings on the right and on the left. On the left is the old Newcastle railway station, which they've now shut down. We had a railway line that ran right to the centre of Newcastle, and they shut it down so they could put in a light rail, or the tram that just went past. And they shut down this beautiful old building. Like, it's gorgeous. And this is the old Customs House building here, HM Customs. But this beach that's just over the rise here, and I'll ride up towards it, is the beach that had the Pasha Bulker run aground there a few years ago. Basically, it ran aground right here. If it broke up there, it was going to be an environmental disaster for the city of Newcastle. I'll put some information up on the screen about Fort Scratchley when I make the video up for you. But it's full of tunnels all the way around under the hill there, and it's got some of the big gun emplacements there and that sort of thing. And it's got its own moat. Imagine filling that with crocodiles or sharks. Of course, what it meant is that ground troops couldn't run across here and scale the walls. I mean, that bit's not so hard, but it meant they couldn't do a frontal assault on it from this side. And there's the Newcastle baths, swimming baths. And the foreshore road that we'll go on in a moment is all the way down the bottom there. And it often, on a particularly windy night, often has the water at high tide splashing up onto the road, which is of course one of the reasons why they've changed it to be one way and all sorts of restrictions on it. So this is Flagstaff Hill that we're on here. It's a shame I can't take you up inside of there because it's pretty cool. But that's alright though, if you're in the area, it's worth a visit into there. Only costs you a few dollars to go in. Again, this would be an awesome place to be able to put the drone up and get some footage, but all no-fly zones through here because, well, it's in the city, it's over a major shipping channel, and of course it's still within the cooey of where the Air Force flies their jets. Can't set cruise control at 30, damn it. So we used to come driving along this all night, and we used to sit up with our cars down on the foreshore, and we'd come for laps up and down here, getting sea spray all over our cars and stuff. Fun times. Fun times. Long time ago. So these are the ocean baths. I think the ocean baths were put here in the 1930s or 40s. I can't remember. And then that's the foreshore road that runs down the bottom of the cliffs that they've got closed off. I think it was because the water from the waves was damaging the wall supporting the road or something. Yeah, so they've still got it all closed off here, which is a shame because it's a really nice little drive through there. Well, there you go, guys. He said yes. That's so sweet. I think that's absolutely beautiful. So, a couple of young guys really happy. And I think that's fantastic. Everybody deserves to find love in their life. Yeah, we'll go anyway. Love those little Suzuki Jimneys. Such a cute little four-wheel drive. Tram station in the middle of Hunter Street. So they've taken this from being 4 lanes, 2 lanes in each direction, down to 2 lanes again, so they can run these trams straight through here. Yet there's a perfectly good train line that's behind all the buildings that was out of the way, that allowed traffic to move freely up and down Hunter Street. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed a bit of a look around Newcastle City today. It's a pretty average day so far as getting photographs and so on, because it's just overcast and gloomy looking, but should make for some fairly reasonable GoPro footage with any luck. So I'm going to sign off here, and I'll catch you on tomorrow's episode.